Happy Friday, everybody. It's Robin here with your daily spirit message reading for Friday, October 24th, or whenever you were guided to watch the reading, okay? So using the runic tarot, let me just tap into spirit and we will see what they have to say for you today. But just before I start pulling some cards from the deck, I was getting a song in my head. This is Milli Vanilli. Don't forget my number, okay? So I loved Milli Vanilli, and I think their downfall was really, really tragic, especially now when it's widely accepted for artists to just go and lip sync, and those guys just got roasted for it. Like the humiliation was real. They were outcast. But anyway, why did we get that? Well, what is going on here? Okay, so this card is crazy, okay? This is the 10 of Wands, I think, in this deck. But what are all these tendrils coming out here? Like, what is the significance of that? So you'll have to excuse me if I'm a little bit confused on what the card is. I just started working with this deck, and some of the imagery is completely separated, but I am getting a sense of tenet. Hold on, I'm going to write something down. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm getting this really sort of mystical energy here. You can see that this type of person here, they're probably a seer or something like that. Now, there was a book by Stephen King. I'm not sure what it was called, possibly The Stand, but there was somebody in that book called the Walkin dude, and I think that's the name. Like, you guys can let me know in the comments, because I just read so many Stephen King books, and I'm just getting that there's going to be somebody around you today, and they might appear a little bit menacing. They might not be dressing very conventionally, but their energy is unmistakable, and I feel like they're here to lend you some sort of magic just by being in your proximity. So if you see somebody, and it could be because it's getting dark earlier and later, like dark earlier in the evening and later in the morning. So you could see somebody, or it could be in a crowd in your periphery. And I do feel like you'll be able to hear their footfalls. Like maybe they're wearing a cowboy boot, so you'll hear that click, and the cadence will let you know, kind of like a metronome, who this person is. So like, just don't be afraid of, they're not here to do you any harm. They are here to bestow something on you. They don't have to touch you at all. They just have to be somewhere in your proximity. You're probably going to see the number 10 when they're around you. And that's just going to be some really, really good indicators. Spirit is also saying a little bit strangely, they're also going to smell really, really good. So, yeah, it's just their appearance might throw you off. But I feel like they're kind of like a shaman in disguise. So we do have the 4 of Shields, which is the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like they're here to help you burn up a part of your life that you just don't want anymore, that maybe you've been really, really connected to emotionally. And that could be a really huge block for you, especially when it comes to your finances, when it comes to, they're here to help you move on. Like if you had, let's say, really, really difficult childhood that you're not over yet, or maybe you had a relationship with somebody that they were so toxic that you just kind of went scorched earth a little bit when it came to dating anybody else. Maybe you don't trust people anymore. Like you really got burned and kind of having a hard time moving on. So this magic man, the Walkin dude, is here to burn that connection so that you can move on. Something else that Spirit is saying, that if you see this person and they smell really good and their heels are clicking, you can ask them to destroy any negative spirit attachments that you may have in your life as well. This is the result, okay? So King of Pentacles, like your fortune's happening for you, like being like on top of the world, just everything immediately shifting from a deficit in whatever area of your life. Spirit is saying, especially for those of you that are struggling with your health, okay? Especially those of you that could be like, just pay attention, okay? Just really, for people that are on yo-yo diets or having trouble getting in shape, you can ask that as well. Like, what is blocking you from regaining like excellent, perfect health? Maybe your body isn't as strong as it used to be. You can just bring in all that energy, and all that energy will be sent to you. So I think this is really wild. It's very specific, but look at the end result. So it will be worth it. The only obstacle, I think, is just your fear when you see this person, because what? Where did this guy come from, right? Out of a movie? Hello? All right, I'll let you go. Bye.